Yes, recording. Gotta get myself a selfie stick. Reckon that'd be cool. So, still sick, still making videos. So I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit, or you might consider this a little bit esoteric if you've never really had these types of thoughts, or you've never considered this sort of concept of energy. What is it about people that some people are drawn towards a particular person and other people are kind of repelled away? And what causes this? Like, how do you become someone of influence? So this is just a little, I don't know if you call it a theory or an observation, but this is just sort of something, I guess something I've observed. So there are two ways that energy can be moved. One is it can be pulled. If you imagine a current underwater, like a strong underwater current, everything around that current is going to get pulled towards it. Okay? And I call this attraction and adhesion. We'll call it attraction and adhesion. The other way to move energy is to push it. Get behind and push it. And what that looks like is, let's say you have a friend who you know that they're going to benefit if they go to the gym, and you really want them to get healthy. So you say that you're kind of supporting them, but you're pushing them. And so what you're doing with your intention, right? In martial arts we call it chi or ki. With your intention, you are pushing your energy towards that person. And what happens is, if this is the person and I'm pushing the person, the energy does this. Right? It spreads, just like if you were to push some sand with your hand. The sand doesn't go where you want it to go. It spreads out. Okay, it disperses. So I call this energy repulsion and dispersion. Now, what the fuck does this mean? What it means is, you look at people like Elliot. I'm going to use you as an example. People who have achieved great things, who have a great message, who, a lot of people admire for what they've done, and they have a lot of influence in the world. People like this are very focused on their mission. They're unswayed by popular opinion or by what people think of them. They're so focused, they become like the underwater current. And as a result of this, everything around that current, all the lesser energies of influence, are pulled in that direction. Okay? So you imagine this as the energy, right? I told you this is esoteric. Imagine these are all the different energies or people. As this person goes on their journey, on their mission, all the other energy around them does this, right? As it gets pulled together like this. Kind of like an octopus as it swims away, And so what happens is, this person is on their journey. They're unwavering in their intent, right? Their ki, their chi. They are focused and they're heading in a direction. And as a result, they draw energy in around them. And another way to look at that is they're rallying people to their cause without even trying. So this is one way that you can affect energy in the universe. The other way, the way that most people do it, is like that. They're trying to push their will or intention on someone who is not compliant, somebody who is not on board, somebody who's not bought in. Okay, another way to think about this is the saying, I think it is habit number 5, maybe? The 7 habits of highly effective people. Seek first to understand before you are understood. Seeking to understand is a form of yielding. It's a yin. There's a interview, I'll link to it, with Doc Testosterone and Michael Cobb. And they talk about the yin and yang. So yielding is yin. It is also a form of attraction and adhesion. Okay? When you seek to understand, you're opening yourself up. Okay? The opposite of this is where you're closed off. You don't want to know. You fold your arms and you're like, I don't give a shit what this person has to say. What the opposite of that looks like, the yielding, is to open yourself. It's what a woman does when you have sex. They open themselves up. They yield. And what are they doing? They're attracting you in. They're attracting the penis into the vagina. They're yielding. They're pulling that energy in. Okay? That's what attraction is. So I always say there's a lot of power in yielding, and people don't understand what this means because they think that yielding is to give in. But yielding is not to give in. I'll give you an example, something I learned from martial arts. There's the metaphor of the oak tree, right? The oak tree is very rigid. It's very strong, but it's very rigid. As the snow builds up on the branches of the oak tree, it gets to a point where it can't hold the weight and the branches snap. Okay, it's too much. And they snap because they're not yielding in any way. The opposing metaphor is the willow tree. Now this is the nature of things like judo and jiu-jitsu and aikido. The willow tree builds up with snow and it bends down just enough to let the snow off, and then it springs back up. These are all forms of yielding. And so rather than, don't get me wrong, you need to take action in life. You need to have yang. You need to go out and search. But far more important, far more effective and more powerful than reaching for something is to attract the thing into you. And when you attract that thing into you, when you pull the energy, not only are you not distracted by external factors, you are steadfast in your journey. You are focused in where you're going. Okay? Should be spinning my camera to make it more interesting for you guys. So this is the concept. And I guess the way to look at this is it's just an extension of the idea of yin-yang, but it's another way to look at it. Here's probably my favorite way. Don't ever try to help people. Instead, aim to inspire. Inspire means to breathe in life. Inspire. Because any energy that you expend trying to help is energy that you don't have for your journey. So don't try and like push these people and get them to do what you want. Inspire them, empower them, become the best version, the strongest version, the most amazing version of yourself you can be. Let your cup fill up and runneth over. Let them drink from the overflowing cup. But don't ever try and push. You'll meet external resistance and you'll just wear yourself out. Be the thing that you want people to become accustomed to. Be authentically you and nothing else. Because those who are attracted to that energy will be drawn in and they'll follow and they'll assist. And you'll all move as one. One strong, positive, powerful energy. That's it. Tell me what you think. I know it's a little bit out there. This is the sort of shit I think about like every day. Just, yeah. Peace.